the end of the day, we're gonna beat these people.
I just want to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. Children. I just got a letter that I'm supposed to leave United States. Minding you, I came here legally and I've been paying taxes all of this time. My dogs are here and I'm supposed to leave my dogs. Me and my mom, my dogs are gonna be here with my dad and I'm not gonna see them anymore. I'm from Ukraine. There is still war in my country. My city is bombing every day. There's bombs in my city, like 5 of them every day. People are still dying. So I need to come back there to just die there. My face is swollen because I've been crying all of this time. If you're thinking that they are deporting only like bad people, like rapers or killers, they are not. They're deporting everyone. I just want to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. Children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
Hey y'all, it's me all in good fun, but I'm not going to be very good fun today. This is my first video in a series called FAFO. You effed around, now you're going to find out. And I want to talk about what you're going to find out during the months and years ahead of the Trump presidency. First thing you're going to find out is the President of the United States does not control grocery prices. That's determined by distributors who bring food to market. And they get the food from farms. And those farms, well, they employ undocumented immigrants and migrant farm workers, and they pay them pretty low wages. But those hardworking people are glad to have that money to send home to provide for their families. Well, once those people all get rounded up and deported, well, these farms are going to have to hire white people and pay them at least a minimum wage. This is going to cost the farms a lot more money, so they're going to have to raise the price of products. What's even worse, a lot of these people, they've had farms in their family for decades. Some of these farms, they're going to go out of business because they won't be able to compete with the large farms that are subsidized by the United States government. So not only are you not getting lower prices, but you're putting your neighbors out of business. Oops. Anyway, stay tuned for my next. In this series, I'm going to be talking about healthcare and hurricanes. Have a great day, y'all.
But some folks who aren't feeling Trump's optimism right now are American farmers, and they are stuck in the middle of all of this.
Frank, who did you vote for president?
Mr. Trump.
Right?
Trump. Mr. Trump.
If the election were today, Frank, would you vote for Donald Trump?
No way. Couldn't happen. No.
You voted for President Trump. So now, in this moment, you say you're in a free fall. What is your message to him?
So I'm off the Trump train. Where I'm going for now is I got to protect my business.
Highland, a wheat farmer who says he's lost $400,000 since Trump took office.
I think there was a lot of people who voted for him that want to stay loyal to him, but it's going to get to the point where financially, if it's between supporting the president or losing your family farm.
You voted for the president?
Yes, I did.
And do you support these policies which might be hurting farmers like you?
Right now, we're the ones that are taking the hit.
I think he's sort of backstabbing the main people who got him into office in the Midwest, and he just left us down.
Now, here's the thing. There are some people on this app that are calling for us to have empathy for these farmers. They have empathy for these farmers that were MAGA supporters and ignored all the other red flags and all the other signs and all the bad things that Donald Trump has done. And then for us to have empathy for them. I don't want them to lose their farms. I don't want people to go hungry. I don't want the people that are going to be affected by this most, which are lower income, single mothers, people like that. I don't want them to have to suffer for the consequences of these men and their actions. But let's be honest, sometimes you have to learn the lesson the hard way. And that's what they're doing right now. They are learning the lesson the hard way because they didn't listen to every single person out there that was screaming from the top of their lungs, saying how dangerous this man was, talking about Project 2025. They ignored the fact that he's a felon. They ignored the fact that he is a man who has assaulted women. They ignored those facts. They didn't care about that. And they let billionaires take over. So for now, no, I do not have empathy for them. Maybe I will in a week or 2 weeks, but right now I don't. I have empathy for the people that will suffer because of their actions. What do you guys think?
I got a $14,000 ER bill for just being there for 3 hours. $14,000. Living in the USA without health insurance is wild, like wild. And I grew up without health insurance and have so many stories about this. But this right here, this particular instance, I had extreme stomach pain. So let's check out these numbers, okay? What costs $14,000. Radiology, $600. Laboratory, $400. Urology, just for them to check your pee, it costs $300. CT body scan, $5,800. Did I ask for a CT scan? No, but my stomach hurts, so they said I had to have one. Ultrasound, $2,000. Emergency room general, so just to visit the emergency room, to just be there, $3,500. What is in that $3,500? What is included in that? Because everything else I did, like lab work, everything, it's additional on here. Diagnostics, labs. So just them doing my lab work, like taking my blood, $1,100. $14,000. Now, lucky for me, I have insurance. So this for me went down to $115. I did, however, grow up without insurance, and my parents, they still don't have insurance. So when they're in extreme pain like that, they will literally sit there and suffer until it eventually goes away because they cannot afford to go to the ER and get help, which is so sad. I was a mom, this makes me think of what my mom went through. Nowadays, when my kids are sick and they're feeling really, really bad, I am privileged to have insurance and be able to take them to the hospital. But when we were little in the United States, my mother could not afford to take us to the ER when something was really, really scary or bad, you know? She would just have to wait it out because we couldn't afford it. So sad, so many people still live this way, including my own parents. So healthcare really needs to be more affordable. Our taxpayer money is used for awful things in the world, but it cannot be used to get us health insurance so that we don't have to live this way. It's sad. Anyways, just my thoughts. So let me know your thoughts on this. Bye.
Do you want to know how bad healthcare is in America? Here's how bad it is. I get stitches, cut my finger the other day. Go into the hospital, get my stitches done. No big deal, whatever. I have to wait 2 weeks to get them taken out. In the meantime, I get billed for my visit. Before insurance, for 5 stitches, $3,800. After insurance, $1,800. Or $1,900, excuse me. After insurance, $1,900 for 5 stitches for a terrible hospital visit. Anyway, fast forward, so I get my bill and it's time to take the stitches out, so I schedule an appointment at the urgent care that is associated with the hospital that I went to, same company. So I schedule suture removal appointment online, and then I go in for the appointment and they say, sorry, we're not going to take those out. Since you got them done at the hospital, you have to get them removed at the hospital. I said, why didn't you tell me that when I scheduled the appointment online? They said, sorry, go to the hospital. So I go to the hospital. And then I wait around for a while in the ER, and then I get back and I ask the nurse, hey, this is what happened. They turned me away at urgent care, told me to come here, that you guys would do it for free. Is that true? And the nurse said, let me check on that. I'm going to check with billing really fast. So they go check on billing, and then they say, sorry, billing says that you'll have to pay to get these stitches removed. And I said, that really sucks because I paid $1,800 to have that done after insurance. And they said, that is absolutely ridiculous. And I said, I know. And then I said, gonna be honest, I'm not gonna pay any more money to the hospital because I already paid too much anyway. So I'm just gonna go. And I said, I think I might just remove them myself. And they said, that makes sense because that was so much money. So we'll just take you off triage. It'll be like you're never here. Don't worry about it. And then they were like, you know what? Let me just don't tell anybody we gave you this. And they gave me a little kit to remove my stitches myself. So that's a little story about healthcare in America. $1,800 will get you 5 stitches, and then nurses have to go behind the backs of the hospital to get you treated. So that's pretty stupid.
I love how MAGA gaslights us into thinking that Make America Great is supposed to be. We know what it is. We know what it is. Red hat, hatred, 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 hatred. Yes, we know what that is. And we know when you wear your Make America Great Again hat, that means you're a racist bigot. And you just delivered food to a black man, and you really honestly thought in your fucking silliness that you were going to get a tip After wearing your racist hat? Don't gaslight us, motherfuckers. Make America great again is not making America great again, and you fucking know it. We just lost $1 billion while you sat home, moms and dads, and left children here all by them fucking selves. Get the fuck out of here and take off that racist hat.
Every single Democrat voted against no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and most importantly, no tax on Social Security. So the next time they try to tell you they give a shit about you, remember this.
Hey little buddy, it would do you a lot of good if you just fact-checked the things that you saw on the internet every once in a while instead of turning on your phone, putting on your MAGA hat, and lying directly into the camera. It's just funny because the post you had in the background where it says that every Democrat voted against no tax on tips or no tax on overtime, yeah, that got fact-checked on Elon Musk's own platform, saying neither of these policies were in the bill. And that post by Greg Price that you used has now been deleted by him. If you try to find it now, it says this post has been deleted because he got fact-checked. No taxes on tips, no taxes on overtime, and no taxes on Social Security were not in this bill. You know what was, though? Billions of dollars in cuts to Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and more. So why don't you do me a favor and take off that MAGA hat, put the phone down, and go take care of the kids that we heard in the background of your video. I'm sure they don't want to grow up in a country where billionaires are rewarded and hardworking middle-class Americans are punished.
I'm here to rant. So last February, my son spent about 69 days in the neonatal intensive care unit. He was born on February 24th. So 24th was a Friday and the 28th was the last day of February. That was a Tuesday. I was discharged from the hospital, a different hospital, that Sunday. So there were about 2 days in February that Social Security claims that I should have called and filed an application for benefits so he could get health insurance. My son had a social worker or a caseworker when he was in the NICU who I got in touch with probably a week or so after he was born. So that puts us in the month of March. And she informed me that we could try applying for SSI and get Medicaid subsequently through that. I filed an application ASAP. It was March 10th, I believe. And basically he was deemed eligible because of all of his disabilities. And we got the biggest blessing in the world. Several $100,000 of medical expenses ended up being covered. So thank you for that. However, the dates of February 24th through February 28th are not covered. So we are looking at $16,000 in medical bills that we still owe. I understand it could be much worse. I'm grateful for our situation. I'm grateful for everything the hospital did and for getting our baby home. But I feel like I'm drowning and nobody will listen to me. And I've been fighting with them since November to try to get those dates covered. They claim that I should have called within those days of February. And I should have known to call, but obviously I didn't. I didn't even know SSI and all that was an option until I met with his social worker, which again, of course I wouldn't have met with her until March because there was 2 days, the 27th and the 28th, that she could have come and I guess told me. But I mean, that's unheard of. I mean, I was still recovering from a C-section. My son was halfway dead. He was in such bad shape. I don't know why they can't look at things on a case-to-case basis, but I pleaded with them. I told them how absurd that sounded, and they said that there's nothing they can do. I think at the end of the day, this frustration and these emotions are more from what I've been put through since November trying to get this handled. It seemed like a pretty simple answer, and that was no, we can't backdate it. But I've been led to believe that this would be covered since November and to not make payments on my medical bills. And now, since we haven't been making payments, it's going to go to collections. I mean, $16,000. I don't know how we're going to do it. Anyways, that's my rant. Healthcare in America is great in a lot of ways, but the cost of it is absolutely absurd, and they don't care. They don't care. They don't care about your situation. They don't care how medically challenged your baby is. It's just, they want money.
I'm going to tell you all right now, they do not give a damn about the cost of eggs. They do not give a damn about making your mortgage payment lower. They don't care about making your prescriptions more affordable. As a matter of fact, one of the first things that Donald Trump did was revoke the Biden executive order that lowered prescription drug prices. This is Like the whole game right here. They are here for the fossil fuel CEOs. Los Angeles has been on fire. People have lost everything. Everything. And we haven't seen even a single shred of urgency from this Republican majority about even a disaster supplemental to help people get the FEMA assistance and everything that they need.
Elon Musk is lying to you about Doge. The amount of savings that they're claiming is not even close. Case in point, this contract from DHS was allegedly one of their biggest findings. They claim canceling it saved us $8 billion. But when you zoom in to look at the actual valuation of the contract, read that number. That number says $8 million. That's a big difference. You go look on the receipts and this happens over and over again. But this is intentional. It's a distraction from this to make you feel as if they're saving all this money to justify them passing the largest billionaire welfare scheme in the history of this country. It's not about saving all this money. It's about making you think they are to make themselves richer. Heist of the century.
So this is some really sick stuff. Republicans are now literally bragging about the pain that they are going to cause Americans in their budget. So here's Republican Representative Mike Flood on TV saying that Americans just got to sacrifice a lot more for Elon Musk and Donald Trump as the billionaires and oligarchs get richer and richer.
You'll see a menu of options that'll come out in March, and it will be littered with a collection of ideas, some of which Americans are going to really not be for. But hey, if we don't sacrifice, if we don't understand that this is going to be a painful process, nothing's going to change.
Make America great again is a bad thing. You took my tip away. I didn't mean to disrespect you.
You took your tip away. You did that. Thank yourself for that, because you did have a $10 tip until I saw your silly ass wearing that hat on my porch.
Oh, so now I'm silly. Okay.
Silly as hell. You just played yourself out of a $10 tip. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty fucking silly.
Well, sir, it's my livelihood. This is how I make my money. I think it's super disrespectful for you to treat me that way, and I think that's what's you.
I'm the disrespectful one. Are you stupid?
Do
you know how many groups of people just wearing that hat offends? Do you understand how many people and groups of people that hat offends alone? Do you understand?
Well, that's your personal opinion and your belief, but there's
not an opinion. It's a literal fact.
It's a fact.
Literal reason why you have no tip now, because it offends a group of people that I am a part of, and it offends so much more than just me. So what do you mean it's an opinion? It's a literal fact.
Okay. Well, look, sir, I didn't mean to offend you. I'm sorry.
But you did.
Look, I'm sorry. I hope you have a blessed day. I'm pretty sure your food's getting cold. Look, thank you for your opinion.
The only thing cold if you don't get off my porch.
Oh, okay. Have a blessed day, sir. This conversation is over.
Go.
I'm truly happy that Trump won. I'm truly happy that Trump won because now we get to see in real life what we've been trying to warn y'all about for the past couple of months happen right in front of our faces. Like, I do not want to hear anybody complaining. I've accepted it. I have accepted that Trump won fair and square. Now, I don't want to hear nobody complaining. Nobody better open their mouths when they realize that public schools have no funding and now your kid won't get free lunch. When y'all realize that now your abuela and your abuelo about to get deported back to Mexico. When y'all realize that your SSI, your food stamps, and all of that is going to be taken away. When y'all realize that this government never gave a fuck about y'all. I just want y'all to accept it real quick. Accept it, take it, and just roll with it. Because this is just a lesson learned. We never learn, we never educate ourselves, we never do none of that. So I just want y'all to accept it. Just like the rest of the world has.
Right, guys, I think I've talked so many times about MAGA supporters regretting voting for Donald Trump. I don't know if they regret voting for Donald Trump. I don't know if it's because of the food stamps. I don't know if it's for the immigration, the deportations. I don't know if it's for the trade wars, the tariffs. I don't know if they're afraid of the Great Depression looming on them once more. I don't know. I hope you guys have watched all these videos. I have nothing much to say, but let us just, I want to confirm something. Is this real? Are they really regretting? I just want to know that. Are they really regretting? Just let me know in the comments. This is Awaken Africa. I'm your host, Ben. I'd like to see you in my next video. Peace out.